Alright, before we talked about the noun inside of prepositional phrases, and we called it an object of a preposition. Now we are going to differentiate, right? We're going to make sure that we know the difference very clearly between the direct object and the object of the preposition. Because, as I mentioned in the last video, the direct object is so much more important to the sentence than the object of the preposition is, that you have to be able to, in your mind, prioritize one noun over the other. You have to put more weight and more significance and more attention on one noun than the other. And in order to do that, you have to know which one's which. So, direct object, what does it do? It receives the action of the verb, right? Object of the preposition, what do we know about it? It is just the noun inside of the prepositional phrase. It doesn't actually do anything, right? It's just a noun, and it has a particular position. Now, we're going to differentiate between these two. So, Sarah picked Paul. Remember our Sarah blank Paul thing from before? Same idea over here. Sarah picked Paul. Because it is Sarah blank Paul, we know we get to have a direct object. But, as you may remember, I did mention that you can't add in any other words inside of Sarah blank Paul. So, if we add in something like Sarah picked on Paul, that has a totally different meaning, and it is no longer a direct object. This Paul, direct object. This Paul is an object of a preposition because you've got that pink preposition right there, on. Right? The turtle snapped its jaws. Cool. So, what was snapped? The jaws of the turtle. It is just an adjective there, right? It describes jaws, because the jaws belong to the turtle. So, the turtle snapped its jaws. That's a direct object. The turtle snapped at my finger. Not a direct object anymore. Why? Because it has that key indicator, the preposition, at. And the fox drank the water. Totally a preposition. Super good, right? Subject, verb, direct object. Very simple. The fox bathed in the water. No longer a direct object. Why? Because it has a preposition in there. In is a preposition, and therefore it disqualifies this as a direct object. So, we're going to go practice a direct object versus object of a preposition. Ready, set, go.